could you two promise me something?
We have to know what it was first.
I love you two more than anything in the world, and I know you love me too. I'd do anything for you, and I just want you to do this little thing for me.
What do you want us to do?
Don't do anything. I mean, don't do anything. Leave Mr. Hotchkiss where he is, and don't let anyone into this house.
Why not?
I need time to think, and I've got quite a little to think about. You'll do this for me, won't you?
Well, we were planning on holding services before dinner.
Services?
Yes, you don't think we'd bury Mr. Hoskins without a proper Methodist service. He was a Methodist, you know.
But can't that wait until after I get back?
Oh, then you can join us.
Yes!
Oh, Mortimer, you're just going to love the services, especially the hymns. Remember how beautifully Mortimer used to sing before his voice changed?
Anyways, you'll do this for me, won't you? I wouldn't want anything to happen to you.
Well, oh, Martha, we can do this now that Mortimer's cooperating with us. All right, Mortimer.
All right. Have you got any paper? There's a man I've got to see.
I've got some stationery. Will this do?
Yes, this will work. Remember, don't let anyone in this house. It's a promise. I could save time if I read my review on the way to the theater.
Mortimer didn't seem quite himself today. Oh, I think I know why. Why? He's just been engaged to be married. I'm sure that always makes a man nervous. Well, I'm so happy for Elaine. And their honeymoon ought to give Mortimer a nice vacation. I don't think he got much rest this summer. Well, at least he didn't go kiting off to China or Spain. I could never understand why he would want to go to those places. Well, I think to Mortimer, the theater is small potatoes. He needs something big to criticize, like the human race. Oh, Abby, if Mortimer's coming back for services, we'll need another hymnal. There's one in my room. Should I put this way? Oh, no, dear. Sure. Well, you know, Martha, it's really my turn to read the services. But since you weren't here when Mr. Hoskins came, I'll let you do it. Oh, well, that's very nice of you, dear, but are you sure? Oh, yes, it's only fair. Well, I think I'll wear my black bombazine and mother's old brooch. I'll go, dear. Oh, no, Abby. We promised Mortimer we wouldn't let anyone in. Well, who do you suppose it is? I'll go look. It's two men, and I've never seen them before. Are you sure? There's a car at the curb. They must have come in that. Let me look. Do you recognize them? They're strangers to me. Well, we'll just have to pretend we're not home.
Come in, Doctor. This is the home of my youth. As a boy, I couldn't wait to escape from this place, but now I'm happy to escape back into it.
It's a good hideout.
Family must still live here. There's something so unmistakably Brewster about the Brewsters. I hope there's a fatted calf awaiting the return of the prodigal.
Look. Drinks.
A good omen, as though we were expected.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Why, Aunt Abby, Aunt Martha, it's Jonathan.
You get out of here!
But it's me, Jonathan, your nephew, Jonathan.
You're nothing like Jonathan, so don't pretend you are. You just get out of here.
But I am Jonathan, and this is Dr. Einstein.
And that's not Dr. Einstein either.
Oh no, not Dr. Albert Einstein. This is Dr. Hermann Einstein.
Who are you?
I see you're still wearing the lovely garnet ring that Grandma Brewster bought in England. And you, Aunt Martha, still the high collar to hide the scar where grandfather's acid burned you.
His voice is like Jonathan's. Have you been in an accident?
No, my face. Dr. Einstein is responsible for that. He's a plastic surgeon. He changes people's faces.
But I've seen that face before. Abby, do you remember when we took the little Schultz boy to see Twelfth Night, and I was so frightened? It was that face.
Easy, Johnny, easy. Don't worry, ladies. Over the past 5 years, I give Johnny sweet new faces. I give him another one right away. There, this last face, I saw that play too, right before I operated. And I was intoxicated.
Doctor, you see what you've done to me? Even my own family!
Johnny, you're home in this lovely house. How often he tells me about this house, about the ants that he loves so much. You know it then, Jonathan. You know it's Jonathan. Speak to him. Tell him something.
Well, Jonathan, it's been a long time. What have you been doing all these years? Yes, Jonathan. Where have you been?
Oh, England, South Africa, Australia. The last 5 years, Chicago. Dr. Einstein and I were in business there together.
We were in Chicago for the World's Fair. Yes, we found it awfully warm.
It got hot for us too.
Well, I must say, it's wonderful to be in Brooklyn again. You, Aunt Abby, Aunt Martha, you haven't aged a day. Just the same as I remember you. Sweet, charming, and hospitable. How about old Teddy? Did he get into politics? My younger brother, Doctor, was determined to become president.
Oh, Teddy's fine, just fine. And Mortimer's well, too.
Yes, I know about Mortimer. I see his picture at the top of his column. I assume he's grown up to fulfill his early nasty nature.
We're very fond of Mortimer. Well, Jonathan, it's very good to have seen you again.
Bless you, Aunt Martha. It's good to be home again.
Well, Martha, we mustn't let what's on the stove boil over. Oh, yes. If you'll excuse us for a moment, Jonathan, unless you're in a hurry to get somewhere.
Well, where do we go from here? The police. The police have got that face. We have to find a place to operate on you right away. We have to find a place for that. And we have to find a place for Mr. Spinazzo.
Don't waste any worry on that rat.
But Johnny, we've got a hot stiff on our hands.
Forget Mr. Spinazzo.
Johnny, you shouldn't have killed him. He was a nice fellow. He gives us a lift. And what happens?
He said I looked like Graham Horn. That's your word, Doctor. You did this to me.
Johnny, I fix you up quick.
Tonight.
But Johnny, I'm tired. I'm weak.
Jonathan, we're glad that you remembered us and took the time to come and say hello. But you were never happy in this house, and we were never happy when you were in it. So we just